On the flip side, as he writes about this plan today in the New York Times as well as on the White House website, and talks about that. The other side of the aisle frequently talks about that the way to save Medicare is by cutting back on programming. What do you think is the best way to address the budget shortfalls with Medicare?
The reality for both Medicare and for the larger budget is that it is these large mandatory spending programs, entitlements, that are driving the fiscal outlook. They're growing at 6 and 7% per year over the next 10 years, and we're not going to have a revenue source that grows that fast. So you're never going to get into anything that looks like a steady state until you bring that growth rate down. You can't just promise economic growth and have it solve itself. You can't tax your way out of this. And that doesn't mean cutting. It means slowing the growth of. And Medicare especially was never set up to be financially self-sustaining. 3/4 of parts B, C, and D are taxpayer financed. Only a quarter are covered by the premiums. It's responsible for 1/3 of the federal debt outstanding all by itself. So that program needs to be put on a more sound financial footing to survive in the future. And we're long overdue in addressing that. There's simply no way around it.